Welcome to Worship, Leading and Preaching. As a circuit superintendent, you might be interested to hear some top tips from those who've already started the course. It's important that you have an awareness of the course handbook and its contents, as this provides a useful overview of the whole course. It's available on the virtual learning environment. If you log in, a good place to start is Module 1, Start Here. You might like to consider whether there are ways you can use the new course to encourage people to consider a call to lead worship or preach within your circuit. You might also like to consider ways of using the new course to introduce changes that you would like to see in your preachers and worship leaders meeting or in continuing local preacher development. One of the important features of worship, leading and preaching is the provision of a mentor for both preachers and worship leaders. You might find it helpful to have conversations about mentoring in your local preachers meeting, to encourage more people to think about taking up this important role, and to develop a wider understanding of mentoring in general. Another important aspect of worship, leading and preaching is offering feedback to the local preachers and worship leaders in training. It may be worth considering identifying some churches where there are a few people confident enough to offer this kind of feedback to people on trial. You could perhaps consider having some circuit-based training to support this. At the same time, it might be an idea to leave some of the feedback forms in all the churches in the circuit so that people can offer feedback on any preacher, not just those in training. The role of circuit tutors is really important in supporting the training of local preachers and worship leaders. Protecting tutors from lots of other circuit demands can be a really good way of respecting their role and honouring the contribution they make to the worship life of the circuit. Therefore, if a tutor is also a local preacher, you might like to consider limiting the appointments that they fulfil on the plan and also not using them to cover emergencies. Your regional DMLN officer is a good source of further advice and support. Do get in touch if you have further questions.